What's up, everyone? I'm Janitor Jake.
And I'm Chris K.
And welcome to the American Gaming Geeks. Stupid.
What?
Ready?
I don't want the likes of you watching my back! The chopper's waiting! You're done!
Alright, and welcome back for another episode. Now, if you're new to the channel or you want to get right straight to the game, you can go to this number right here and it'll take you right to the gameplay. Otherwise, we are going to get the show started.
Alright.
So, Chris, is there anything new with you in the world of gaming?
I haven't had time to do much gaming lately.
Alright, well, that's good because I got a lot of junk and stuff that I can yak about. So, I was on good old Facebook Marketplace. Well, I found a bunch of goodies on Facebook Marketplace, and when this popped up, I had to buy it because I never see this stuff. And there was a lot of stuff, so I'm going to get going. So the first thing I got with it is good old Sega Genesis stuff. Now, usually I don't like collecting stuff loose, but this came with a lot of the good stuff, and so I just grabbed the whole bunch of it. First up, we got World Series Baseball for the Genesis.
Played it.
Next up is good old Mario Lemieux Hockey.
What? Oh.
Then we have NBA Hang Time.
Okay.
NBA Live 96.
Played it.
PGA Tour Golf 2. That
you
must
buy-
be the sequel.
You looked at all the games I had and you just bought all these, right?
Yeah, pretty much. NHL 96.
Alright.
And then John Madden Football 92.
Like, this is legit, I have all of these.
And then NBA Action 95.
Did you just take these out of my collection?
Jeopardy Sports Edition. Sports Edition. And then we have good old NBA Jam. I always loved that as a kid. And then this, NBA Jam TE, which is the tournament edition. So I think that's really cool. I've never owned the tournament edition before.
That's cool.
It would be cool to get it complete in the box, but I never owned it originally anyway, so it is cool to have the tournament edition.
Nice. I don't have that one.
And now for the non-sports ones, we have Road Rash 2. Good old Sonic the Hedgehog,
Hell
number
yeah.
2.
I love some Sonic the Hedgehog.
And then Streets of Rage 2, the not-for-resale version. I can't remember if I actually have this. I think I have this one, but I'm not sure. I can't quite remember. This is a fun game that I think would be awesome to play for the show sometime. I want to go through all the Streets of Rage games, 1, 2, and 3 at least.
Huh.
All right, now to get to the good stuff. This is what I actually wanted to get. So a lot of this Genesis stuff compared to what I really wanted. So we're going to get started with the goodies.
Okay.
First up is Great Golf for the Sega Master System.
Ooh.
Loosey goosey.
Alright.
And then we have Great Football, the Mega cartridge for the Master System. And this one is complete, so it's got the cart and the manual,
Great.
and it's in pretty good condition.
That's great.
Then we have Great Basketball, the Mega cartridge. And this one, unfortunately, is not complete. And then we have Great Golf. And unfortunately, this one is not complete as well.
Great Scott.
Exactly. And then I have good old Thunderblade.
Alright.
Never actually
is
played
it Great
this one.
Thunderblade?
No, unfortunately, it's
Regular
not Great Thunderblade.
Oh.
And what's awesome is that this one is complete with both the cart and the manual.
Oh.
And then I have good old Shoplifter, the Mega cartridge. And this one has a whole bunch of goodies in there. Well, it's got the manual, of course, and then what's interesting is it has this PayPal thing, and then a note from the person who must have sold it. So I think this whole lot was probably purchased by some gamer at some point, went online and bought all this stuff, and then at some point their family or whoever ended up selling it on them.
I thought you said Shoplifter, so I thought this is going to be the most stolen game ever.
Yeah, Choplifter, I know a lot of people are fans of that. And then I have Global, whoa, there we go.
Whoa.
And then I have Global Defense.
Okay.
And once again, this one is complete.
Looks like something out of Star Trek.
Yeah, it actually kind of reminds me a lot of Atari. It has that Atari.
Yeah.
It has the Atari look to it with a lot of the space games.
Yeah.
Like Space Jockey, that's what it looks like. And then I have good old Rambo 3. Ooh.
Yeah.
And this one is complete, which is really nice. And then I have good old Outrun, and this is a game I've been wanting for a while. I always loved playing like Outrun and stuff like that in the arcade, and always wanted it on console.
I don't know that one.
And this one is complete, which is really, really nice.
Got yourself a whole collection.
And then we have Astro Warrior, which is a really, really cool shoot 'em up, and I love kind of shoot 'em ups. And this one's complete. It's got the card and the manual, but it also has a couple posters in there. So here's one poster you can unfold, and it's got another one in there too. I don't know if it's the same one.
Cool.
So that's kind of neat. And then I have Zillion. Never heard of this one before, but this one looks kind of cool. And once again, it is complete with both the cart and the manual.
Zillion.
And then I have good old Shinobi, good old classic Shinobi. And unfortunately, of course, go figure, it is not complete. And then last but not least, we have good old Double Dragon for the Sega Master System. I'm a fan of Double Dragon 2. Always loved those as a kid, and I have always wanted to get Double Dragon on the Sega Master System, and I've never been able to get it until now. And of course, unfortunately, it is not complete with the manual, but it does have a poster in there, which is kind of cool. So I'm hoping sometime I can go online and actually get the poster, or get the manual for the game.
Cool.
And then, this is what got me thinking that this used to belong to some sort of a gamer. Well, it also came with a Sega Genesis. And it has all the connectors and everything and fine, but I was like, why doesn't it come with a Master System?
Yeah.
I was like, why a Genesis? And look at that. Somebody had already dug into this too. I don't know why they did that. But I have like 50 of these things. Okay, they have a Genesis, but why didn't it come with the Master System? Well, that's because they have this. The Power Base Mini. I'm like, holy smoke, this is why I thought like this must have belonged to like some kind of a hardcore gamer, because you can't find this stuff unless you look for it specifically online. This is from StoneAgeGamer.com from 2016.
And that's for adapting?
So this is an adapter, so you stick that in the Genesis. Master System game goes on top of that, so you can play Master System games on your Genesis.
Nifty.
Because originally there was a power base converter or whatever, but it only fit on certain models, I believe, of the Genesis. And so all of a sudden in the future, 2016, they ended up making this, the Power Base Mini. Basically a homebrew company started doing this. And this is, like I said, the weird stuff. It's kind of like when Matt found that game, Pure Solar, a homebrew game.
Yeah.
It's like this weird, like...
How did you find a homebrew?
Yeah,
It's
and like...
bizarre.
Especially out and about in the wild, like I said, homebrew stuff or very, very specialty things like this, you have to know are out there and exist and have to go online to get it. You're not just going to find this stuff out in the wild. So that's why it's really weird for me that I found this. And then it also came with this, the Tech Toy. Now I had no idea what this thing was. When I bought it from the person, she was like, okay, well you want the Tech Toy too with it, right? And I thought it was it's just one of those stupid plug-and plays. And I was like, yeah, fine, whatever, just throw it in. So I look it up. And apparently, because on the back it says Tech Toy, and then it's all written in some other language. I looked it up, and apparently Tech Toy only came out exclusively in Brazil.
What?
And what it is, it's a Sega Master System and Sega Game Gear thing. There's a bunch of Master System and Game Gear games on this.
On the thing?
Yeah.
Huh.
And so obviously somebody was obsessed with the Master System. I think
Yeah.
it's from like 2008 or something. Is this one of those regular plug-and-play things?
So it was like I don't know, like a reboot console, just in a plug-and-play form that only came out in Brazil.
Well, I think this is one of those AT games. I think AT games was part of it, but this one specifically came out in Brazil. And there's different models. Like when I plug this one into play, what's interesting is when I plug this into my TV to play it, the colors are all screwed up. I can play it, but it's all messed up, and I thought, well, maybe it's the cable, or maybe because it's some weird PAL format, it won't work with my TV.
It could be.
So I did an experiment. A long time ago, I bought one of those things, the composite in to HDMI out. I don't like using these things because it creates artifacts on the gameplay.
Yeah.
We've tried that before, with that Super Star Wars.
Yeah.
We plugged Super Star Wars into one of these, outputted HDMI to the capture card, and we're getting weird fuzzy things in there.
Yeah.
And weird little glitches, and sometimes the games won't even work. So I did an experiment. I took this thing, plugged this into here, HDMI out into my TV, worked perfectly fine. Cleaned up the colors and everything, and so I don't know what kind of weird nonsense was in there to like
PAL
help.
to NDS converter?
I guess it somehow converted the PAL into something my TV could actually read. So it's like I feel like somebody was kind of like, oh man, I really want to get into the Master System, but I don't know where to start, and maybe they went online and just bought like this huge lot that came with stuff. Alright, and time to get to the actual game, and the game we are playing today is, oh my gosh, good old Tomb Raider for the original PlayStation. We have been wanting to play this one for quite a while. This game I grew up with playing as a kid, and I think you did too, I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is actually the greatest hits version. I don't have the original version, at least I don't think I do. I don't know if you actually have the original version.
No.
And what's funny too is on the back of it, it says, sometimes a killer body just isn't enough. It's like, and then they sit there and drew the big tatas on her too. They gave her like double, triple
Gigantic.
Ds.
I remember when that guy was being interviewed by, was it Regis and Kathy Lee back in the day? And he was their guest, and he's like, so you're the inventor, you're the creator of that video game character with really large breasts. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, and so I remember all that sexualizing video game characters really became prominent back around the PlayStation era.
Huh.
Alright, so anyway, I do have it complete, which is awesome. So we do have the manual, and I don't really know much of the story. I know they have a little bit of a story in here that you can read, but I'll be reading that as we're playing through the game. And one thing I have too, I've had this since I was a kid, and I think it's awesome. Good old Tomb Raider game secrets. All the puzzles and secrets are revealed. Now, we don't cheat on this show, but I think it'll be really, really cool because I grew up with this game, you grew up with this game, and I think it'd be awesome and fun just to kind of skim through this and read it and check it out to see if there's any really crazy things in here, maybe weird little secrets that we would not have figured out. Because I know we're going to beat this game without this thing. I know this game isn't going to be impossible to beat, so I just want to have fun, dive into this thing, look at some really cool secrets and tricks, and maybe find some weird Easter eggs and stuff like that. Alright, and so I guess without further ado, let's pop the puppy in and get going. You ready to play?
I'm game. Look at that water. Looks like not even moving claymation. It's just like, it looks like clay just sitting there.
Yeah, it looks really weird. Now, this is why I would actually love to try to compare this greatest hits version to the original version. Because I'm pretty sure the original version would not have this in here. Because when they created the original version, it's like, what, did they already have the sequel done?
Oh yeah, the advertisements for all the other games.
Because down here, you can actually go and play. Why are you doing that? Well, that's weird.
Start
So if you hit up, it just goes in a circle, down, 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 down. Because I went down, and I was like, okay, go to the left.
Maybe it's like
and it just kicked me back up. Alright, so we're just going to start the game. That's one thing, too, with this game I love is, like, that music.
Yeah.
That tweet-doo-dee. But that's one thing, too, about this game that really kicks off a lot of nostalgic memories for me, is that music.
That's true. That's music's throughout all the games.
Core Entertainment, that always looked like Pac-Man to me. I wonder if they did that on purpose.
Probably.
Oh, look at that. Turok Evolution.
Yeah, Evolution.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I like that they do that. You see it happen, and then you hear the sound.
Oh.
Aliens now. See, it always looked like a UFO thing to me.
Huh.
Cryptosporidium's gonna show up.
Crypto.
Imperial Hotel, Calcutta, present day. Look at that guy.
What's a man gotta do to get that kind of attention?
Yeah,
Jeez.
It's not to say exactly.
All right.
You seem to be doing fine.
Well, Jacqueline Nadler does.
Those
Yeah.
fingers.
Technology. You
Look at
know,
his- yeah.
creator of all things bright
His
and
fingers.
beautiful.
Block
Seal
fingers.
it, Larson. Rocky Crags,
I love
savage
ice.
winds. And there's this
They could have had cool borders.
An ancient
Cool
world.
border coming through there.
Power is buried in the Are
Matrix.
you busy
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Tomb Raider.
Tom the Raider.
Alright, so right away they kick it off with that music, which is super nostalgic. So we got the game. Then you got Laura's Home. Now this is what I loved doing when I was a kid. When me and my sister first started playing this, we're like, what is this? And then you can go and explore her home, which was really, really awesome.
Cool.
But apparently if you don't touch anything, it just freaks out. And it's going to go into a demo mode.
Fine, I'll choose something for you. Is it auto select or is it demo mode? Oh, it's auto
I think
mode.
it's a demo mode.
Yeah.
It's like what? Like that didn't give me any time for nothing.
No.
I was like, oh, look at Laura's house.
I wonder what this. No.
We can actually adjust the sound.
Well, look at that VHS tape. No, is it a cassette?
It looks like a cassette recorder or something. I need to keep it down.
Yeah.
But I love having it cranked in my ears. It's like, oh man, it sounds so cool. It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
But then I gotta worry about it because then it gets too loud over there.
Yeah. This is PlayStation. Maybe that's a Sony Walkman.
Could be. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Oh, we're playing Halo now.
Exactly. All right, so I guess to kick things off, we're gonna go explore Laura's home for a little bit.
All right.
And
I
it
always
shows
call
you
her
a picture.
Laura too.
Lara.
Lara. Lara.
Look at that.
Yeah. They showed a little bit more of her home also in Tomb Raider Revelations.
And that's weird too, that intro there. It reminds me of like some old Sierra game on the computer. It's like little
Sierra.
happy children music.
Yeah.
Welcome to my home.
Oh,
I'll
no.
take you. Use
Okay.
the D-pad to go into the music
Don't
room.
bother putting on any clothes.
And that's the other thing too. She was talking, and I made the mistake of pushing a button,
Oh.
and it canceled out whatever she was saying.
Make yourself comfortable.
Oh. Oh.
I live here in Canterburyshire.
All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of exploring. I wonder if this is her library. Be awesome if it was VHS tapes and DVDs.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, clipping.
Clipping right through the table. Look at that.
Dang.
Nice.
You know, I kind of felt like, you know, on the cover, like the giant bazongas that she has, it's kind of like a joke for a character. I feel like they didn't really, I mean, I know they're hexagonal, but it just doesn't look, carry over on the digital character, which is fine. She looks more normal, I guess, as a regular character, except for the extreme hourglass.
Yeah.
I think it's fireplace.
Yeah, it was like some sort of a weird fight. Oh, hey, look at that.
There's no flue, though. There's absolutely no stovepipe.
There's nothing even in there. Look at
Yeah.
empty.
Empty logs. It
There's
must
a-
be a gas fireplace.
There's a garbage can too.
Yeah. A vent-free
That must be
gas
coals.
fireplace.
That looked like it was gonna
Yeah.
disappear. It's like, oh, you're not picking it up.
Pushing out.
Disappear on you now.
Oh, her hair's in a bundle in the back. There's no ponytail.
Yeah, I noticed that. She's got, instead of having her hair down in a ponytail, she took the ponytail and flipped it up.
Yeah. Still
Alright.
kind of bunchy in the back.
Let's go see what's down here. Nice stairs too, by the way.
Yeah. What
Okay.
is this? A gigantic
Let's do
bed?
some tumbling.
Oh, a sparring
Press the
mat.
jump button.
Press the jump button, right?
Right.
Right. Thank you. It's like a tutorial. Well, that's what's weird. I remember playing this before, and I thought she'd be like, "Come in here and push the jump button, right?" And then you do it, and she's like, "Very good.
Yeah.
Now go like this."
Yeah.
I don't know, unless that's all you have to do.
That's probably all they wanted.
And then again, last time I played this thing, I was probably like 14. Look at that painting.
Gritty.
Wish you could zoom in.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have a choice. I can either go straight or go to the right.
That doesn't seem like much of a room. This is kind of a strange room.
So this is like
The
kicking
main
me.
hall. Sorry about the crates.
I wonder if you can play the harp.
Try it.
X, nothing. Circle, she does that. Triangle, nothing. Square is just gonna jump. Nothing. She doesn't do anything. She just goes, oh! See, I wish you could like interact with the piano and stuff.
Yeah, it's not Resident Evil. You can't play the piano. What's going on out the window? Looks like you can actually look out the window over there.
So Laura Croft can't play the piano, but Chris Redfield can.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if you try to look out the window over here. Yeah, you
Oh,
can look out there.
fancy.
That's awesome. Looks like it's
Look at
fall
all
time.
these pixels are like fancy.
It's weird because it looks like
Yeah,
a wall
it
out
is.
there.
It's just a panorama just stuck on the side of the window.
Purple Mountain's Majesty.
Yeah.
Little double dragon.
Is there something actionable over there that you can on the window? I mean, on the wall just below that painting. Look how it's glitching. It looks like that's a separate panel up there above the bookcase.
Yeah, right there. Like looks like there's a door.
Yeah, like right above. I wonder if there's something there, or maybe they just changed their mind and blocked it up later.
Yeah, like right here. It feels like you should be able to get in there.
Yeah. That's weird. It looks like
Because if you look up there, yeah, you can see the lines glitching out.
Yeah. Looks like a separate item. That's weird. Yeah, maybe they put a door there and then they just changed their mind later. Can you, like, shift the camera so it can look through the wall a little bit? The one time it won't look through the object. Maybe if it's down closer to her.
It's like the camera stops when you try doing anything.
Stuck. Huh. Okay. Well, those were the shot.
She's got two of the same.
Yeah, there's the same painting. She just liked it so much. It's a print.
One's real and the other one's a print.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Yeah, and there's a door right here.
Huh. And it doesn't go into anything. We're just like getting intricately detailed about the design of her home. Yeah, it does. It's probably just a closet or something. It doesn't seem to fit anything.
Yeah, it looks like it would go into here.
Could be a hallway in there. It would be crazy if there was something. Yeah, it looks like it would go through on the other side of that bookcase. That's weird.
Yeah, I wonder if the programmers must have done something. Unless there's a secret, but I don't think there is. Hey, you want to look to see if
Well,
in
sure.
here? It might just tell you secrets about the game, but there might be secrets with her house. I don't know. Look at that guy.
Tall.
See, this kind of reminds me a lot of Resident Evil.
The like comic book figure of Lara Croft definitely doesn't look like the game character.
Yeah, you can show that. Yeah, that's what's crazy about that. They have like the drawings in there of her is like very comic booky.
Yeah, like all like abs and bust, and then they put a face and some legs on it. Okay, this one is definitely weird with that grin. I wonder if they consulted the original creator with all of this artistic rendering, or if they just sort of took over.
I forgot too that you have a walk button. If you hold R1, you can just walk. So I'm just gonna walk through the
just
entirety
slowly
of this
walk
game
everywhere.
from now on. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna run.
That's your sneak button.
Look at her swinging her arms too.
Yeah, just swinging them back like in circles.
Press action and I'll vault up onto it.
Oh, vault up onto it.
That's action. She reminds me of a voice from
Thank you.
Zoidberg's girlfriend in Futurama.
If you're sitting here running, I've noticed, and I just hit the square button,
Yeah.
she's not jumping. But it's like sometimes it's like you have to hold it. It's like, okay, now hold it.
Huh.
And then she does it. So it's like this weird delay.
Weird.
Nice jump. The original. What is that? Look at that.
Oh, she has the Ark of the Covenant.
The Ark of the Covenant, just chilling in her home like it's no
Yeah.
big deal.
That's what happened after Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones put it in the storage.
That's fine. I never noticed that before. Then again, I was a kid and I would have never thought about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. That's definitely an Indiana Jones reference. No doubt.
It's funny too. It's like they wanted to put her in a thong,
Yeah.
but it's like it just looks like regular underwear too, just pulled
It's
up.
kind of, yeah, it's riding up on her. I think she's wearing like a workout.
She wants to be naughty, but she's a little too conservative for it. So she just wore regular granny panties and pulled it up. Look at that thing.
Huh. I can't even tell. Is that a heart? Looks like she's wearing a workout gear, but then she threw on some slacks. Ah, you just killed her. Put in the crates.
What do you think?
It looks
Well,
very
let's
nice.
do some exercises.
Everything's got to be a gym for me.
I don't actually run everywhere. When
I'm
I
a
want to be
gymnast.
careful, I walk.
See, I like that they programmed it like that. If you want to be careful, you just hold R1
Yeah, that's true.
and just walk up to a ledge, and you don't have to worry about falling.
That's nice.
But you got to make sure to hold on to the button.
And
Yeah, here you get a little bit of a better look at her yard.
Oh yeah. There's a move that's not talked about in this, and they say you could probably do it here or something. It's not talked about in training. Walk and grab at the same time.
Oh yeah, the handstand.
Yeah. That's not mentioned, and the diving apparently, is that the one that's not mentioned?
Yeah, I remember that, but doing the handstand thing, I remember we used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
I wish you could crouch.
tap backwards
Yeah.
and I'll jump off backwards. Immediately press and hold the action button.
Something.
Look at that.
Nice. Just
Treasure.
a box of gold just in. Oh, put the gold over there. Can you crawl up over into there?
No.
You don't have the crawl button?
No, they don't have any of that.
I
I always like the look of this place. It's like it reminds me of like ancient Egypt or something.
Oh, it's not
Herb.
just three-dimensional look. Yeah.
You
herb.
take
Yeah,
the
some
green herb.
Around
I wish you
in
could
the water.
interact with a lot more stuff. Like I feel like coming over here and hitting X and having her actually like grab things and mess with it.
Wow, that's a cool statue. Look at that bronze thing.
And that's what I mean. It's like, man, that'd be awesome if. I don't know which game came out first, this one or Resident Evil, but it's like it seems like they've like taken one of them took inspiration from the other in a sense.
I do feel that way, yeah, with a lot of Lara Croft stuff.
All right, and so I guess we did a lot of exploring. So here is where
Secrets.
the game pretty much ends.
Right.
Once you go swimming and you get out of here, then it's like, okay, done. It kicks you out of the
right.
house. That was one thing me and my sister always hated, was that they would kick you out after you were done.
Yeah.
So you couldn't explore anymore. Oh, that's how you do it.
What?
So I'm going to dive.
Oh yeah.
Whee!
There's even like a comic book thing of her doing that in this than the other ones.
Air. Just use forward and left and right.
All right, I guess I'm going to pop on out of here. And I guess we'll get out of her house.
Get at her.
Right. Now I'd better take off these wet clothes.
All right.
Oh, all right.
Don't mind us.
All right, so that was Laura's home. So we're going to kick it off with the good old original Tomb Raider. So we're going to start the game, and I'm going to hand it off to you.
Oh boy.
Oh man, look at that.